One law that I would highlight is interaction with boldness. And what I mean by that is if you're feeling timid, if you're feeling that you're not confident in something, you will start a project and it will fail because you feel that way, because you don't enter into it with the right energy. So if you take something and you do something boldly, everybody loves the bold, everybody admires it. Even if it's stupid, even if it fails, it will gain you that kind of attention. And so, let's say you're thinking about starting a business. Well, just go ahead and do it and be bold about it and start it and be as dramatic as you can and be as confident as you can. And it creates a self-fulfilling dynamic. People admire it. They don't admire the timid and the insecure and the guy who spends 2 years talking about that podcast he's going to start. They admired that bloke who just decided, all right, I'm going to start it. I don't care. If nobody likes it, fine. You know, I remember this guy who interviewed me once. He had a magazine called Bad Ideas, and it was a really successful magazine in like the early 2000s. And I said, where'd you get that idea? And he said, my mother told me that to start that magazine was a really bad idea, right? So I thought I'd put the title there, you know, and that would be the title of it. And I just went ahead and started it. And it was very successful because it was a great like marketing gimmick, and it also worked, and it was actually full of bad ideas of the thing, but in a very interesting way. So being bold, being different. Everybody nowadays, I'm getting on my goddamn soapbox again, and I apologize to everyone about this, but everyone is so similar. Everybody is so afraid. Everyone's trying to be like everybody else. You go out there and you start something that's different, that's you, that's unique, that's loud, that proclaims I'm a different voice on it, you're going to get attention. So I want more bold people in this world. We've got too much fear, you know? I'm not maybe a big admirer of, in some ways, of Elon Musk, but damn it, he's always bold and it always works for him. He doesn't start just a minimal business about maybe sending rockets out there. He starts a thing that's going to take you to Mars. He's bold and people love it.
The world moves out the way of boldness. I was thinking as you were speaking about a memory of mine of being at a festival in New York City called Global Citizen. It was like Beyonce was performing and stuff, all the biggest names in the world. And my friend was drunk. And we were in the like VIP section behind the stage, but we could see that there was this access all areas artist section. And because my friend was drunk, I've never witnessed anything like it. This guy gets me, takes my hand, goes, come with me. He walks directly at the two massive security guards with this boldness, this conviction. They just move out of the way.
I thought you were going to say they punched him.
No, they just moved out of the way because of the way he was walking. They just thought, well, he must be in here. And they moved out of the way. They didn't check his pass. They just moved out of the way. And he continued to do that all day. And it was because he was drunk. He's done a documentary about this. He used to be an alcoholic. So he had this confidence when he was drunk where the world would just like move out of his way. And he ended up going in what I believe to be the president of some Asian country's dressing room, again, because he was just walking at things.
Right.
And the way he was walking, it just moved out of his way.
Right.
But I've never forgotten that. Actually, I deployed it today when I went for a run with my girlfriend because I wanted to use a bathroom in a restaurant. And I figured that if I just walk with a certain conviction, the staff will like let me pass. They'll assume maybe I'm sat here. And I ended up walking through a conference where you have to like, it was like a conference hall in this hotel where they're checking people's badges. Just because the way I was walking, nobody checked mine.
Right.
And there's a metaphor here for life, and you kind of allude to it in your book about like the bolder you are, the better. Some of these subheadings I find really cool. Lion circle, the hesitant prey. Boldness strikes fear, and fear creates authority. Going halfway with half a heart digs the deeper grave. Hesitation creates gaps. Boldness obliterates them. And audacity separates you from the herd.
If I have one legacy, if I create more bold people in this world, I will be happy because we've got too many timid hares out there. We need more bold lions. Start your business, write that book, do it. Just do it, please. And then write me afterwards and either blame me or thank me.